Okay, so I'm Jonman 3450, and here's my bro Gooper 3450, and we decided to do something a little different, and we're gonna go ahead and just make up a story on the spot, and we'll see how it goes. So maybe he'll, who knows what we'll come up with. So do you want to start or shall I? Okay, he's passed it to me. Alrighty. Once upon a time, there was a horse. And this horse wasn't just any other horse. This horse had a mane. And
A
on
mane
that.
what?
What?
A mane what?
Like a mane, like a lion's mane, like hair.
A lion's mane what?
What?
What is its main thing?
Your mane, Mane, like.
No, you're spelling mane like it's a disease. Mane is like a main object. Or as my English teacher calls it, a main clause, which is the main part of the subject of a sentence.
All right, fine. Let's start over. This is the story of a man. And
What kind of man?
A tiny man.
Is he a sensual man? Is he reasonable?
All right, Mr. Smartmouth, you tell the freaking story.
So there's a crocodile. He had a beak. And he could fly. His name was Lyle. But not Lyle the crocodile. People hated him for that. They made fun of him one day. But a bird flew and dropped a pebble on his head. And it was like, stupid crocodile, you can't eat me. I'm not falling in your mouth. And he's like, I don't want you in my mouth. You probably taste horrible. And so the bird's like, oh, you want to bet? And the crocodile's like, yeah. So the bird flies around. He's like, just kidding. I'm not falling for that. But the crocodile had wings. And he quickly leapt up in the air because his legs were frog legs. I'm explaining that now. And he jumps up in the air and he snatches the bird. But the bird's like, oh, I expected you to do this. So I had my jetpack. So he pulls the cord of his jetpack.
Wait. The bird has a jetpack.
All birds have a jetpack.
They can all fly.
The jetpack makes them go faster.
Fair enough. Go on.
The wings keep them up. The jetpack makes them go forward. If you see this in action,
Okay.
you think they're farting, but they're not. Anyway, so the bird's like, I got my jetpack. So he pulls the cord, and the crocodile's like, I expected you to do that. So he grabs a fish from the lake, because he's a frog thing, so he could shoot his tongue out and grab one real quick, and he grabbed it in his paw. Well, it's more like one hand is a monkey hand. The other one's a dog paw.
Is this even a crocodile anymore?
It kind of is. We call these chimeras.
Chimeras. It's chimera.
No, these are chimeras. Chimeras are so overrated.
Wait, you mean chimeras are overrated?
Yeah, those two. So anyway, the crocodile's, I expected you to do that. So he shoots out his tongue and grabs a catfish. But he's a dog. His left paw is a dog, so he touches it with his left paw, and he's like, ow. And the bird's like, I totally implanted that catfish's DNA in your lake. And so he's like, you expected me to do that? And the bird's like, no, it was a lucky guess. So then the crocodile is like, oh, well, I have some news for you. I have pike. So he reaches in and pulls out a pike. And he hits the bird's jetpack. And the bird's like, oh, crap, I wasn't expecting this. And the crocodile's like, really, man? He's like, no, not really. Yeah, I have a jetpack. And so his jetpack starts smoking. He's like, oh, crap, my jetpack. He's like, well, I expected this. So he pulls another cord, and he has a parachute. And he lands in the water.
He can fly.
Jetpacks are heavy nowadays.
He can fly.
Like I said, the feather thing is so overrated. So then the bird starts plummeting down, doing a little death spiral thing. He can't eject because he's falling. Okay? And the crocodile's like, you're going to fall in my jaws now, bird. And the bird's like, I expected this. So that's the end of our story.
Wait, you just ended right there? With
I
no
did.
explanation of what happened?
Do you want me to continue?
Please.
Okay, then
Don't leave
so the
me
bird's
hanging,
like
bro.
still falling down, and it's like dramatically because he's doing it slowly because it's like he's trying to make it epic. Like not epic, but Bro, you're screwing with my story. You just like took a nail and drilled it through the face of my story, and then ripped out the screw.
It deserved it, but go on.
Anyway, so the bird's like, I expected me to go on this death spiral and my eject button to not work. So he grabs a piece of dynamite. Don't ask where. It flew to him because he's magic. So he lights the fuse with water, and he lights the match.
Wait, he lit the fuse with water?
It was a strike anywhere match. So then he blows up the dynamite, but before it blows up, he tosses it into the lake, and it explodes. And he's like, ha! I didn't only implant DNA of catfish. I also threw in a little bit of flying magic. And so he said, the crocodile's like, what? Flying magic? Where'd you get that? And the bird's like, ha! I can't tell you. I actually got it from Bessie. So then all the fish were like, WTF. And then they started flying. They're like, what is this big boom? And the crocodile's like, that boom is that bird tricking me. And they're like, whoa. And so all the flying fish are flying. But the bird's like, I got a lasso. Okay? So he throws it on one of the flying fish, and the flying fish magically flies away with the bird on its back. And then the bird's like, wow, I just realized I'm kind of hungry. So he eats the fish while the fish is flying away with him. But then he realizes, oh, wait, that fish was keeping me alive. So he starts falling, okay? And for some reason, he doesn't like sunlight. He's a vampire bird.
So is this at night, or?
There was a cloud blocking the sun.
Got the exact position of where the bird was, or the vampire bird in this case.
And so Count Bird, as we now call him, he's falling. And then Crocodile Lyle is like, I'm going to eat you now, big bird. And the bird's like, I'm not a big bird. And he's like, you're big now. And so the bird falls. And then he's like, wait, how am I a big bird? And he's like, you're pregnant. And then he eats him.
Wait, what? Wait, how am I a big bird? You're pregnant. Eat, done.
Yes, and that's how Lyle got his lunch. But then the flying fish are like, whoa, that bird just ate our friend. He earns our respect. So Lyle's like, uh-oh. And all the flying fish...
Wait. They killed one of their own compatriots, so they said, okay, we'll be on your side?
Yes, it showed the bird was stronger.
Oh, okay.
So all the flying fish are like, we're going to get you, Lyle. And Lyle's like, crap. So he's trying to swim and leap away and fly. But all the flying fish latch on to him, okay? And they're backwards, and he's trying to fly forwards, okay? So they're pulling opposite directions, and then Lyle breaks in half.
Ah.
It's okay, he lives.
What?
It's okay, because he's also a snake, so he also slithers into the sky, like a little serpent.
What?
But then he takes an arrow to the side. But he can still fly. He's magic. And then he gets mad, and his eyes turn red for some reason. And the flying fish, are all like, whoa, we just made him mad. What are we going to do, guys? And then they're like, we should go hide in the bottom of the lake. And he's like, there's not going to be a bottom of the lake for now long. So he shouts to the skies and calls a thunderstorm, okay? And the thunderstorm starts burning the lake. And he's like, oh, and guess what? I have another magic ability. And the fish are like, what's your magic ability? And he's like, fire breath. So he starts blowing fire into the lake, and it starts making a sauna. And so he accidentally throws up Big Bird. Well, his baby. Big Bird's baby.
So the Big Bird is gone. This is just his baby that he was pregnant with.
Yeah.
Vampire duck baby.
No, this is not a vampire. It's just a little baby bird. It's stupid. It can't do anything. It's a baby bird.